In this screencast, I'm going to show you how to create a learning module for an entire unit or lesson. So first I'm going to show you from the student perspective what it should look like in the end. So I'm going to go to Course Documents. Here's my Unit 1, which I created. And then this shows all the things that the student needs to do. So I input their checklist. They should go look through the slides, which I hyperlink my slides, or you can upload your slides. They should watch this video. Then they can work on their practice problems. Then they should upload their assignment here. And then finally they can take the practice quiz. Okay, so now that you saw what the learning module looks at after building it, I'm going to show you how to build it. Make sure you're in the editing mode on. I'm going to go to Course Documents. I'm going to build content, learning module. I'm going to give my learning module a name. I'm just going to call it the same as before. Do I want to make sequential order? I think sequential order is very annoying, but maybe it's important for your subject to go through the steps. I like opening in a new window for most things, but actually for the actual learning module, I'll leave it in the same window. And there's other kind of preferences. So I'm going to press Submit. I'm going to bring it to the top so you can see it here. Okay, so now I'm going to click inside my learning module. So the first thing I want to do is I want to build the checklist. So Unit 1 checklist. This is all the things that the student should have to do. Read the list, check the lecture slides, watch the video, practice the problems, essay, assignment, and then finally practice quiz. So this will show up right next to the learning module, so they will see exactly what they need to do. So now I want to insert my lectures or my slides, and I like to use web link, but maybe you want to upload a file. So I like less clicks, so I will do the lecture 1 slides name. Here's where I'll put my URL. I'll get it from my Google Drive. And if you want to put any instructions, you can, or you can attach here too. You can attach even with a web link. So oftentimes I give my students the option of using the Google Slides, or they can look at the PowerPoint. So I press Submit. And then the next thing I want them to do is to watch the video. So I'm going to insert the video. So the name of the video is UAE Economy. And I will get my link from the YouTube. And I will browse mashups. You can also use lynda.com courses. So I'll press go, and it will search YouTube. This is the one I'm looking for. I'll select it. I do want to include the URL in case they want to go straight to YouTube. That's fine. Submit. Alright, so next thing I need to do is build my practice problem. So I'm going to put a file here, or you can do a web link. I like to actually usually do the web link, but just for diversification, I'm going to grab a file here. Okay, and there's various options. Opening in a new window, yes, I prefer that. Submit. And the next thing I want to do is the essay assignment. So here I'm going to add an assignment under Assessments. And here they should, Unit 1 assignment, and they should submit it here. So I can attach a file if I want to include that. I want to add the points. It's 5 points. I want them to have multiple attempts because sometimes they have some issues. This is an individual submission. And then I can actually make my assignment available, or I can have it to appear at a certain time. I'm going to press Submit. And here's what it's looking like while I'm building it. The last thing I'm going to do is add the practice quiz. So I'm going to go to Assessments. And I've already built the quiz in the Assessments folder. It's already been used, so I'm going to grab a false one for now, just for the demonstration, or I can also create from here. I'm going to press Submit. I'm going to check the options of my test. Maybe I only want it to be available in a certain time frame here, or I can say it's available. I can add an announcement, so when it's released, my students know. I can also have some other options, which Dr. Abdul-Rahman will go through this in the other series. I have some preferences for my testing options, so I'm going to press submit. Okay, so now everything is here. Okay, so I want to see what it looks like with the students. Go to course documents, unit 1, and then we can see here all the options. The video, practice problems, unit assignment, submission, and then finally the quiz or the exam. And I can launch that in a new window.